What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Hope all you having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH. This really was a good episode. I enjoyed it for the most part. Sasha. Listen, I like the character of Sasha, but she's being a little foolish at this point. I have to admit, she's being crazy. Like, I don't blame Michael for wanting to throw Valentine under the bus, because why is it fair that Sasha take all the blame? I kind of understand where Sasha is coming from. Like, she doesn't want to hurt Nina any more than she already has. But at the end of the day, Nina's already hurt. So what you say or do from here on ain't going to make her any more angry than she already is. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Nina already knows Valentine has something to do with this. So by you telling her this, she's already angry. She's already hurt. You know? It is what it is. You might, like, why go down by yourself, though? Why? Why ruin your reputation by yourself? Hell no. If you go down, they all should go down. As sad as it is to say about Obrecht, but she should go down too. Why should one person take the fall? Hell no. Now you being a little crazy. Like, if I'm in that situation, ain't no way I'm taking this by myself. If I go down, we all go down, because we all played a part. Ain't no way I'm just taking the fall. Nah, see that right there? That's foolish. Nope. Because you taking the blame when there's other people to blame too, that makes you a new fool. No, I'm not doing that. I can't blame Michael on that one. Like, let the chips fall where they may. Valentine need to go down too. But he gonna have his due date, though. He got his time is coming. Speaking of, listen, I honestly, for the most part right now, what I will say about New Nicholas, the actor who's playing him kind of do have a resemblance to Tyler Christopher, a smidgen of a resemblance. Like, when I seen him take off that mask, he kind of looked like he could be related to Tyler Christopher. I ain't trying to say they identical or nothing, of course not. But they look like they could be siblings or cousins. They really do look like they could be related. Because he has a somewhat of a resemblance towards him. So the casting directors and all them, I give y'all props to that. Y'all do know how to hire somebody, especially a relative, to make them look like they could be a relative. You know what I mean? I think also this actor, if he were to ever go to Days of Our Lives, I think he could pass as a Demira. He could. He could definitely pass as one of Stefano's little children. Or Andre or somebody. One of his kids or something. They need to give Andre some kids. But anyway. I don't know how to feel about New Nicholas just yet. I got to see more. But so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I like it. And I do feel like Nicholas needed to be brought back. You know, if Tyler Christopher can't come back or won't come back, whatever the case situation is with that, it was time to recast. You know what I'm saying? I think they did a good job so far with the recast. But like I said, I hold total judgment because I got to see more. But so far, I think it's cool. His scenes with Ava were amazing. Like, Ava just could not believe it. She fainted. Her scenes with Laura, let me tell you something. Laura can have the best scenes with a broom. Being totally honest. Laura can do a scene with a broom and a mop. And I'm pretty sure that scene would be amazing. Like, that's just the chemistry she has with things or people. Or, you know, it's just that wonderful chemistry she has. Her scenes with Ava, to me, are always gold. I always look forward to her scenes with Ava because you know they're just going to knock it right out the park. And they never disappoint. Never. Those scenes were amazing. And I love the reaction that Laura had when Ava told her flat out that Nicholas was alive and she saw him at the gallery. Of course, you know, Laura thought that, you know, that's not possible and Ava was hallucinating or something. Because she felt like, okay, if that was Nicholas, why didn't he come to me? Why would he not go to his mother? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he got his reasons. But, I mean, that is true, though. Why would he reveal himself to Ava but not his mother? Maybe because they were at the same... I don't know. Maybe because they were just around a bunch of people, I guess. But Ava was by herself, though, compared to Laura. Laura, like, you're at a party with a bunch of people. So, I guess he didn't want to reveal himself to everybody. It's the element of surprise. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what Nicholas wants. He wants that element of surprise. He don't want Valentine to see him coming. I could totally understand that. I can get with that. But I am happy that Laura, you know, called Julian, and both of them are getting Ava some help. You know, Ava committed herself to Shady Brook. Even though Ava was totally right about Nicholas being alive, I do feel like Ava needs some type of, you know, help. And, you know, she did go see a therapist, but obviously that's not really helping. So why not go to Shady Brook? I think some time in Shady Brook might be good for her. You know, just to get away, just to stop thinking and, you know, start reflecting more and, you know, just being isolated for a little while. You know, just having some her time. Stop being around people so much. You know what I'm saying? Just be in a whole little room by yourself so you could collect your thoughts, you know, and be by yourself for a little while. I think it's good for her, especially with all the heavy drinking she's been doing lately. That's not good. You know, so I'm glad that, you know, she's doing this. Like, she committed herself and they were there for support. I love that. I thought it was a beautiful scene. So moving on from that, I don't understand what Jax and Hayden, well, I know Hayden motivation, but what the hell is Jax up to? Like, they talking about the painting and stuff like that, talking about the Helena painting could be worth a lot of money. Jax, you're not hurting for money, so why are you so hell-bent on selling a painting for some cash when you don't need the money? You know? And why is he helping Nicholas anyway? From what I can recall, him and Nicholas couldn't stand each other, especially when Jax tried to keep Spencer away from Nicholas when he was a baby, and Jax thought that Spencer was his son. Remember, originally Spencer's name was John. He named him Baby John after his dad. And him and Carly try to keep Spencer away from Nicholas and what have you, and, you know, they just never liked each other ever since then. So I just don't understand what would his motivation be to help Nicholas, unless it has something to do with Cast Iron Industries. Maybe Nicholas agreed that he would sell certain assets to Jax if Jax helped him. Maybe, who knows? But I don't understand, well, why you would help somebody that you don't really like, but I guess. I wonder how Laura's gonna feel when she find out that Jax knew her son was alive and didn't tell her nothing, kept it a secret from her. I have a feeling that she's gonna be pissed, and if she is pissed, I can't say that I blame her. You know, you knew this. How would Elizabeth feel if she knew Hayden knew that her good friend was alive and Hayden didn't say diddly squat? Like, it's just a lot that's going to come out, you know, that's going to piss a lot of people off. Like, just a whole lot of stuff. But I'm enjoying this so far. Hopefully, the writers don't drag out Nicholas's reveal to Laura for too long and stuff like that. Hopefully not. But I just can't wait to see this all unravel and see what the major plan is. Like, we already know Nicholas's plan. His plan is to get back his fortune. But everybody else, well, Hayden, we know it's money based. Jax, I'm still curious. So anyway, moving on from that, Julian. I am literally having a ball with this. Julian basically torturing Brad. Like, Julian went so far as to hiring the bartender at the Metro Court to send nude photos to Brad's cell phone in the hopes that Lucas would see it. And of course, Lucas saw it. And he was pissed because, of course, it fuels his intuition that Brad is cheating. Because we already know Lucas feels like Brad's keeping a secret. He already feels that way. And part of me feels like Julian's doing this to mess with Brad, but at the same time, I think he's also doing it to kind of steer Lucas in a different direction, because Lucas already know that Brad's keeping secrets. And the last thing Julian needs is for Lucas to start poking around asking the right questions. That's the last thing he needs. So I think he's trying to steer him off course a little bit while messing with Brad in the same sentence, you know, in the same time. And it's working. Brad ain't know what to do. Brad was like, I don't know who the hell sending me these photos. He said, first of all, it's from a number I ain't even got saved in my phone. He said, I don't even know who this number is. Lucas was pissed. Lucas didn't want to hear Jack. Lucas was like, you know what? Get away from me. Like, Lucas was through. It was fun though. It was fun to see Julian mess with him. Like, I'm loving it. And of course, Carly and Sonny were not happy about Brad talking about going, you know, how he went to Nell's parole hearing to support her. And Carly and Sonny were not thrilled about that. They were pissed because, you know, obviously we know why. So I ain't no need for me to go into detail on that. But then they get the phone call about the damn teens, Jocelyn and Cameron and, you know, Liz and all them get a phone call from Lulu about this. drinking. Listen, Carly, I felt like she was a little too coddling when it came to Jocelyn. I understand, she feels like Jocelyn's still a little fragile because of Oscar or whatnot. But no, you need to stop the coddling and start getting the switch and start whipping. That's what you need to start doing. She's sitting there throwing up and stuff like that. I'm like, yep, face the consequences. This is what happened when you think you grown and you want to drink alcohol, and well, that hangover is very real. Trust me, I know. I done had quite a few hangovers in my time, and trust me, it ain't pretty. Head spinning, room spinning. You can't even lay down for 2 seconds because you got to get right back up to throw up. Can't keep no solid food down. Trust me, it ain't pretty. I'm going to tell you that right now. It is not a beautiful sight at all. So she feel like, she got to, and Carly told her, you got to face the consequences of your actions. Because Jocelyn thought, drinking would help take the edge off and help her cope. No, that's what all alcoholics think. Why you think they became alcoholics? Because they go through these problems in life and then they start drinking thinking, oh, this is going to take the pain away. It's only going to take your pain away for a few minutes. And then right after you sober up, the problems that you were trying to run away from are still going to be there. So all that alcohol abuse and all that, ain't even no point to that. Ain't even no point. Because your problems ain't going nowhere. It's just going to temporarily make you feel good. But it ain't going to take your problems away. And that's you. Alcohol ain't nothing but you running away from your problems. And it ain't good for you. Because you can't escape it. You just got to face it head on. She worried about what Jax is going to say and stuff like that. I knew Jax. I already know Jax, him trying to blame Dev and all that's inevitable. Of course he going to think so. Sonny is not having it because Sonny was like, shit, Dev is sober. So he couldn't have been drinking because he's sober, which is true. Dev had nothing to do with that alcohol. I do think a lot of times Jax projects his hostility and his hatred and his anger. He projects that onto Dev. His anger and hostility towards Sonny, he puts that on Dev because Dev is connected to Sonny. So of course, I don't think it's just his dislike of Dev. I think it's his dislike of Sonny that makes him dislike Dev. But he need to cut that out though, because that's still a kid. Hayden was basically trying to tell Elizabeth like she should put Cameron on an IV drip or whatever to help with his hangover. I loved the way Liz handled it. I loved it. Liz was like, no. She not giving Cameron an easy way out. She said, nope. She said, no, I'm not going to put him on an IV and help his hangover. Nope, he going to have to do it the old natural way, old natural. And he going to have to feel it. I freaking love that. I love it. See, that's some real parenting right there. I love that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't always got to, you know me, I'll tell you to whoop him. But in this case, I like the way she handled it. Let him feel it. Let him feel that hangover and see how it is when you get drunk and want to think you grown and you feel that hangover. Don't give him an easy way out. Nope. Because you give him an easy way out, he going to do it again. Nope. Let his little ass feel the pain. Let him feel that migraine and all that throwing up and stuff. Let him feel it. Because maybe that'll teach his little stupid behind this to not drink again. I understand he's going through something and you're upset, but this ain't the way to go about it. You know what I'm saying? So I love the way that, she handled that. Nope. Let him feel it. Let him feel it. That's the only way you're going to get through to somebody. I remember back when, how kids, when we were kids, we used to like to play with the stove and stuff. See, my mother don't play that. You play with a stove. She used to literally take our hand and put it over the burner. Not, obviously she didn't burn us. Like, she did it to prove a point. Like, you mess with fire, your ass gonna get burned. And she put our hand over it and we was scared. And then she'll pull our hand back. She said, okay then, keep your ass away from that burner and stop messing with the stove. Like, teach you a lesson. That's what you got to do. You have to do it. You have to. It'll teach them something. Kids want to sit here and drink and all that. Let them feel the pain of a hangover. And trust me, ain't nothing pretty about a hangover. That's for damn sure. Because I just love the way Liz handled that. And she had to let him know, like, you're still on probation. You can get in trouble for that. But of course, I love Trina. I had to bring her up because every episode she just rocks it. I'm loving her. Like, I really wish they would give her some family and some background, flesh her out. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Trina deserves it. That's a real friend right there. You know, she tried to cover for Jocelyn and stuff, saying she got the flu, but everybody knew her ass was drunk. Everybody knew she was drunk. She ain't had no flu. But yeah, I enjoyed this episode though. I really did. You know, I really want to see what's going on with Hayden and this Nicholas nonsense. Like, what is going on with all of this? But overall, this was a good episode. I enjoyed it. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about it. Enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. I'll see y'all later. Have a great day.